Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. It's Sunday, the 23rd of March, 2025. I hope you are keeping well and enjoying your weekend, whatever you're up to today. What's going on in the world? America is trying to rewrite history in an Orwellian fashion by destroying historical documents that include anything mentioning black people or women's part in progress. America has consistently ignored its own history, and I was just thinking that if it survives, and if the world indeed survives this kind of fascist takeover that is currently underway from the US and may spread and cause irreparable damage across the globe, we have to be severe on those people who have capitulated and just given in to the creeping fascism. It started with those presenters on MSNBC. Well, it didn't start with them. It started probably with the Washington Post giving up, the LA Times giving up. So various newspapers just giving up and going over to Trump, and accepting that's what they had to do. The Joe, what's his name, the Morning Joe show with those two presenters who were really Republicans anyway, but they had been very much anti-Trump, and then of course they went over to Mar-a-Lago and lost their audience because the audience recognized their treacherousness, and so various organizations have been doing this. Of course, all of the tech bros, well, the tech bros are kind of pro-Trump anyway, I think. That's just their mindset. So the technology companies like Facebook or Meta, etc., given up on their fact-checking, all of this kind of stuff. And now we have seen the law companies, the law firms in the US, in particular Paul Weiss, with a feeble, absolutely disgusting decision not to attack a person who does not need to be attacked. If you're up with the story, you'll know what I'm talking about there. But as history plays on, it's really important to remember the people who stood up and the people who backed down. There is one lawyer who's standing up, and that's Mark Elias, who has brought lots of cases against Trump in the past, or the various governments in the past, that were unjust, and in particular about gerrymandering and stuff like that. And he's still doing his best with his law company to not back down. But really, if the law firms back down as well, then the situation gets more and more dangerous all the time. And as I said, if it ever survives, if it actually manages to survive and get through, and nobody knows whether that will be the case or not, it's really important to learn that you should never ever back down to these bullies. It's the worst thing you can do. It just encourages them. They just take over. Learn from history. Learn from what Hitler did. This is the point. People just don't learn from history. All right, let's get on with our LA Times expert level puzzle, shall we? We've got 4s blocking across here like this and a 4 down here. That's how I'm going to begin. We'll continue with the 4s on their way down to the ground floor, or the first floor, or in America the second floor, of course. In England we would call this the ground floor, and the first floor and the second floor. And in America they call that the first floor, the second floor and the third floor. And here in Thailand we have no standard. So some buildings you go into, we have a ground floor, and then we have a second floor. They kind of borrow, mix and match from the UK system and the American system, whichever seems convenient for them. I can see something. I can see 1 blocking this square and this square. That's going to give me a 1 there. And I can see 3 blocking this square. So that's going to give me a 3 up there. And this this column will be finished with a 9. While we're on the 9s, we're going upwards. Is there any more? Yes, we've got 4 blocking this square, this square, this square, and this 4 blocking this square. So there we go with the 4. Two across here, 2 across there. There's a 2. Five blocking up here puts 5 into one of those squares. 5 blocking down, 5 down here, and 5 across there means that that's a 5. Eight blocks this square, 8 here blocks this square, so in the bottom row there's an 8. To finish the bottom row we will need a 3 and a 6, but we don't have them yet. Don't know if it means anything, but 7, 1 and 3 block across here. That puts 7, 1 and 3 into these squares here. 7, 1 and 3, so we got the 1s there. 7 and 3 I don't know, but at least we know what goes there now. It's not 1, 7 or 3. It's got to be 4, 5 and 9 in those squares. We've got 4, we've got a 9, that's about it. So at this end we don't have 4, 5 or 9, we have 6 and 8. So 8 blocking up here will give us the 8 there, and the 6 will be there. I've got a pair of 1 and 6 here, I believe, because we've got 6 blocking down here, right? So 6s are in those squares. We've got 1 blocking here, so 1 will be in one of those squares blocking down. So that's 1 and 6. Shall we just go with the other squares just in case? So we've got 1 and 6. We're looking for 7, 9 and 5, 7, 9, sorry. 5, 7 and 9. So we've got the 5 and 9 here, so that's going to be a 7 then. 7 blocking up here will give us 7 in that square. Nine across here makes that the 9. This will be the 5. 5 up here, 5 across there, there's a 5. 6 across this way means that's our 6. Six blocking to the bottom gives us 6 in this square, and the last digit here is a 3. 3 back up, there's a 3. Missing number there is 8. Back over on this side, we've got 9 blocking across, 9 down. There's our 9. We know this is 1 and 2. The last digit here is going to be 3. Where now? Right at the top, we're missing one digit at the top, I should say. That's going to be a 3 as well. 3 down this way and across there means that's a 3. We'll have 3s in those squares left. I think we should probably just click on the digits now and see what's left to be done. There might be something easy to see. We don't have any completed digits yet though. Yep, 2 blocking down here puts 2 into one of these 2 squares blocking across, so that would be our 2, that would be our 1. I must admit I was hoping to get the next digit without thinking, but looks like I'm going to have to think about it after all. A bit more examination needed. I think we may have something 3, 4 and 8 block across here, right? 3, 4 and 8 block these squares, so we've got 3, 4 and 8 in those squares. We've got 4 and 8 in the same column as well, so that is going to be a 3. Then we've got 3 up here, 3 down there, 3 across here and there. And there goes a 3. That's our first completed digit, and we also know that this is 4 and 8. And so back here we're looking for 2, 5, 7. So anyway, 7's there. 2, 7, 2, 7. Yeah. We've got 6 blocking this square and this square, so in this row there's our 6. And we're left here with 2 and 8. We've got the 8 blocking down here. Here's the 8, then there will be the 2. 2 blocking down here, down there, and 2 blocking down here, so 2 in one of these empty squares blocking across. That's going to be the 2 there. Six down here, 6 across there, there's a 6. Five across here puts 5 into this square. 7 blocking down here makes this the 7, and this will be the 2. And over here we still need 8. We've got 2 blocking down here and there. There's the 2. Last digit here, this is 1 and 7 I can see, so the last number here has got to be a 6. 6 blocking across here, there's the 6, here's the 1. 1 back that way, there's the 1, there's the 7. Okay, we are moving. 7 blocking this square, 7 blocking this square. In this column there's our 7. And things are going very well now, I'd say. Let's see what we still need. We still need 1s. Can we get the 1s? Don't think so. We still need 4. Can we get the 4s? Not sure. How about the 5? Nope. 7 then. Nope. 8. Yes, 8 blocking down here and across there. There is our 8, and back for this row, what are we looking for? 4, I think. Okay, and then up here we still need a 9. 9 also blocks up here, so there's the 9. Missing number, there's 1. 1 going up there and across there, there is our 1. Here we need 7. 7 back down there, there's a 7. Missing number here, looks like a 5 to me. 5 blocking up, there's our 5. Just need a 4 to finish. That's our Los Angeles Times expert level puzzle over for a Sunday. I hope you continue to enjoy your weekend. Take care, bye bye.